Many people are shocked when I tell them I don't watch TV. My life is plenty interesting. I'm also not in a relationship that bores me. I'm also not having to distract myself constantly. There's a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of shit to do. You haven't given yourself enough of a chance. It's like these people that say they can't dance, so they don't dance. They don't even try to dance. I've tried relationships. I've tried different sexual positions. I've tried being in love and staying in love. And I couldn't wait to push him so far away from me. What was the point in pretending? But at least I know I tried. with my head, by the way. If it doesn't make sense. I don't know why people, or how, I don't know how people really, I don't know how people just play music and they don't move. I guess maybe because my brain's always moving around. My brain's moving, my heart's moving. Anyone. Make it about you. That's fine. I'd rather be alone than belong to anyone but God. I'd rather be alone. I never belong to anyone but God. I'd rather be alone. Why do people think this is wrong? I'd rather be alone. You're just jealous because you can't do it. Crazy, like, if I just play the wrong chord, like how it'll just completely throw me off and I won't be able to get back to it. Even though these chords I play them pretty often. But yeah, man, I really feel sorry for people that are lonely. You know? Like, I don't get that. I do not get that at all. And maybe that's just because, like, I am so good at being in my own company. But it's like, you're yourself. You know, why can't people get used to being with themselves? Don't look at it from the perspective of I'm by myself. Look at it like I'm with myself. Okay? Think of yourself as another person to study and understand. Okay? This world would be a far better place if more people in it were like me. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because I'm legitimately happy, for the most part, with the choices that I've made and the way that my lifestyle is. Now, if people are happy being in relationships, if they're happy being in a marriage, I'm not saying that that's wrong. I want those people to have that. What I'm saying is that constantly whining about being alone, or that you don't have this, you don't have that, that's not the way to go, dude. And you're not going to be able to get it with this attitude either. You know, bemoaning what you don't have, or bemoaning what you haven't tried hard enough to get. Like, in a way that makes logical sense. I don't know, all my relationships just kind of fell into my lap. Well, actually, no, I take that back. My first relationship, I pretty much stalked the guy. But then he was, like, obsessed with me. It took him years to get over me. Yeah. Because he never actually had a girlfriend. He never had a girl that was interested in him. And I just thought he was an interesting person. That's why I liked him. He was interesting. He was funny. He was a character, you know? Still a sheep, though. Totally addicted to TV. But a character, nonetheless. You can be a character and a sheep at the same time. It's possible. When I say sheep, most of the time I use it as pejorative, but there are plenty of really good sheep. I mean, there are so many sheep that I go to church with. You know, I define sheep as somebody that's conventional. The more I think about it, and I might put this on the poster, I'm not sure. I think that narcissists are just failed sheep. So, they want what sheep have, but they can't do it because of their boundary issues and because of what they fail to accept about themselves. So, I still feel sorry for them even though they're problematic. Because it's like, they'll never realize what's the matter. Like, really and truly. So they're always going after stuff that's not going to work. This isn't always the case. Every once in a while you'll meet a narcissist that's actually like in a successful marriage or whatever. And maybe they're more self-aware, or maybe their spouse is also a narcissist, so it just works. I don't know. Man, we got a lot of shit. Oh yeah. I could show you my posters. Do you want to see them? I gotta keep the car on because, like, the lights will stay on if I don't. But I've done a lot of posters as of late. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like which ones I've shown you guys and which ones I haven't. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm most definitely going to work on this one. It says, you don't have to have a dick to have a ball sack. Okay? That one's about moi. Yeah, I need to do another one. I might do it on the other side. It says, you don't have to have ovaries to have a vagina, or something along those lines. Because it's absolutely ridiculous how many men act like women these days. But I feel sorry for men because of all the things that they're subjected to. And the whole system's rigged against them. But you need to stop paying attention to that, okay? Don't listen to Andrew Tate either. Because Andrew Tate wants you to stay on the fucking internet, okay? The internet is why you're feminine, okay? And I don't think you have to have a smartphone to be feminine. You just don't work on your shit, okay? Like, there are plenty of men that I've met that are feminine. They refuse to work on their shit. So they're either alcoholics or they behave just like alcoholics, and they refuse to work on their anger problems, their control issues, why they can't get a girlfriend. You know, it's shit like that. It's like you don't have confidence. Like, that's why you're alone. You know, and I know so many men like that. Like, I work with dudes like this. I've known dudes like this for a while. You know, it's just crazy to me. Like, I think about the guys that I've dated who were total assholes. They probably have a girl right now. That doesn't mean, like, be a piece of shit. But that whole nice guy thing, like, women can see straight through that. They'll manipulate the fuck out of you. So, anyway.
If you make yourself easy to exploit, you will be exploited and you won't even get what you want. So I'm just saying, if you work on yourself and you develop confidence within yourself, you won't need a woman to validate you. The fact that men want to be validated by women is a huge part of the problem. Okay? So why do I have to be the one to tell you this? Because I'm the one that has testosterone. You don't have it. Otherwise, you could take a joke. Okay? Anyway. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. This is a proverb, in case you didn't know. Ooh, Thelonious is breathing again. Did I show y'all this? Makes sense out of the void. I really like this one. It's really cool. Makes sense out of the void, like, that's what I talk about in relation to depression and all that shit. People that whine about their depression, like, you know what I wish they would do. I just don't understand it. It's like, it's up to you to figure that out. It's not up to a shrink. The reason why shrinks are successful is because the people that trust them don't trust themselves to figure it out. And that is really sad. It's really sad how far our civilization has come, all to play the victim about being sad, okay? Sadness is a huge part of life. It just is. I've been sad all my life, and looking at this world, I understand why, okay? A fact ain't a flex. Like me being alone, that's just a fact. Like, I'm better off alone. I'm not trying to flex, I'm not trying to brag about it. But since people give me shit, that's why I brag, okay? Fuck you. Okay, I really like this one. Some of these markers smell like really good. Like there's one that smells like peanut butter and jelly. Is it this one? I'm not sure. I don't know. I smell something though. Negative voices don't come from God. Okay? That's why psychiatric drugs are so evil. Because they make the negative voices a lot louder. And there was this guy at this AA meeting last night. Did I talk about this in a previous video? I might have, I don't know. I'm not breaking the rules, okay? I promise I'm not breaking the rules. This guy was released from a psychiatric hospital where he'd been for like 2 months. And he said that the voices that were telling him to drink were getting louder and louder, okay? And he admitted that he was still on a bunch of psychiatric drugs, like heavily medicated. And he said that he relapsed a few times. But I'm a piece of shit because I'm trying to like warn people about that, you know? I know what I'm talking about, honey. I tried to drown myself in multiple ways, okay? It's not a good thing. And once more, why would you want to trust a pill to mask the problem? Essentially, that's what it is. If it does you any good, it's just masking the problem so you don't actually deal with the underlying issue, okay? But yeah, negative voices don't come from God. So if it's judgmental, if it's fear-based, and this is why I don't talk to certain people anymore, because they're coming at me from a very judgmental, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know, very controlling, you need to be afraid of this, AI shit. Get behind me, Satan, okay? Negative voices don't come from God. Neglect runs in the family. Speaking of depression, okay? Don't you love it when people say depression runs in my family, alcoholism runs in my family, so you don't have to take any responsibility for your part of the situation? Mazel tov. Mazel tov! Yet another person that won't acknowledge their own trauma. Maybe it's this one. it's one of these. It's one of these posters that smells like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so I started doing posters. I guess this is probably because I started going to AA meetings again. But they're just like funny posters about booze. Liquor. Because it's preferable to black out. These are like my alcoholic devotion posters. And by the way, I only call myself an alcoholic when I go to meetings. It's not like I think of myself as this drunk. It's more like I've realized that I do have a lot of experience, strength, and hope, and I should share it with other people that could benefit from it. Like, there are times when I've shared and like people, like everybody in the meeting is like in awe of what I'm saying, you know, like they're just like, wow, like I hear them reacting to me. It's crazy. They're like all the people in my head. But yeah, I do have a lot of wisdom. So I don't know if I'm just going for narcissistic reasons, but no, I am like working the steps again. But yeah, it occurred to me like with, you know, recent issues that like I have worked the steps, and I think that it's done a lot of good things for me in relation to me like taking my own personal inventory, but also me realizing like what my part of the situation is and what my part isn't, you know? And that is such an important thing, especially like in relation to the serenity prayer. You know, I've talked about this a lot, knowing the difference between the things that you can change and the things you can. So the things that other people are trying to hold me accountable for, like those things that can't change, or those things that haven't ever changed and they're mad about it, you know, if it's like I'm totally upfront with you about that and you're still mad, like that's not a me problem. That's a you problem, as Lauren would say, but she hasn't talked to me in a while, so I don't know what her deal is, but whatever. We pray about her a lot. Progress is a funny word that means backwards. Okay, I think I told you all about this one. But yeah, I like the colors a lot. Watermelon. Nope, it's not this one. Acceptance is actually easier. Okay. Speaking of unconventional stuff, you know, it's better to just accept these parts of yourself that are hard, parts of yourself that are hard to look at, parts of yourself that make you uncomfortable, or they probably make other people uncomfortable. I think it's this one. Okay. Do you agree with you? No. That's why liberals can't win an argument. Okay? Beer will never give up on you. So true. So fucking true. There's so many. You could just buy like, you can buy a fucking case of it and just keep on going, you know? Vodka, because it doesn't seep through your pores. Oh, they should write that on every single bottle of vodka, and they probably get sued. Social media is the great equalizer, okay? That's why I say that men and women are the same. All the generations act the same. The boomers and the zoomers are stupid as fuck. Men or women 2.0. Okay. I think I did another poster that says that. Where is that poster? Here it is. So, yes. Oh, and black people and white people are stupid. And brown people and yellow people too, but they're not as chatty as black people and white people about being black or being white, or other people being black or other people being white. Isn't that funny? They're so fucking stupid. I hate these people so much. Left and right politics, Even libertarian politics, even people that claim they're independent, they're all fucking annoying. They're all so arrogant. I know that I'm going to be accused of being arrogant, but I know it, okay? That's why I do stand up. Anyway, I need to get back into it. I'm going to get back into it because Ronit told me to, so I feel like I have a duty to my Jew. They want you to scroll till you're dead. I think I showed you this one. Yeah, I did. I showed you that one. I think I've showed you all these. Or maybe these I haven't. Everything is a potential opportunity. Okay? So if you're depressed, don't play the victim about it. Ask yourself, why am I depressed? If you're anxious, ask yourself, why am I anxious? If you're going through some shit you don't want to go through, ask yourself, why am I going through this? And don't think, oh, it's because life is so hard. It's not fair that I have to go through this. Look at it. Like, what am I supposed to learn? How am I supposed to grow as a person? What can this possibly teach me that might be really difficult to learn? How can I be better because of this? Okay? Now, this is about a lot of things, but especially about social media right now. Go along to not get along. And yes, that is coffee spillage up top. Okay? So you know that saying, go along to get along? Well, it's like nobody is getting along. So all the stuff that they're doing is not helping them. They're not getting along with themselves. If they can't get along with themselves, they can't get along with anybody else. They're just gonna be pissed off. Pissed off! Okay? Pissed off about everything and everyone. It's not fair. You're not fair. Relish what's real. Okay? I kind of like that, I kind of don't, but it's okay. We don't have to like all of it. Because a lot of them, like, I like certain aspects of them, but not all of it. But it's okay. I mean, you don't have to be a fan of everything you do. Just keep doing it anyway, you know, keep putting it out there regardless. I mean, I think it takes more courage to put out the stuff that you don't really like that much, because you go, hey, this is still part of who I am. There is no such thing as an untimely death. Speaking of Charlie Kirk. Is he even dead? Who knows? Nobody really knows. Oh, because there was a funeral. Yeah, they put George Floyd in like a gold casket. Remember that shit? And they broadcast that on Fox News. So I would say that, like, maybe we shouldn't trust that people are dead all because they put on a spectacle. Okay. Okay. Get off my staircase! Get off my staircase! That's about people that want to have sex with me. That's about people that want to spend time with me. That's about people that keep demanding more of me than I'm willing to give. I've already shown you what I'm willing to give. If you don't like that, bye. Neglect is now the norm. I have some more posters that I did. I just didn't take them. But I'll show them to you later in another video. Yeah, speaking of narcissism, right? I mean, neglect is the reason why so many people are narcissistic, because they're neglecting their mental health and they're neglecting their children. And yeah. Mo problems, mo money. Okay, that was about America. In case you didn't know. And now I've got all these other posters that I gotta do. But I probably should get all this shit out of my car. It's just kind of ridiculous. But hey, at least we weren't pulled over, right?